Today, I want to share with you my easy 3-step process on how to stop feeling behind in your career so you can break this vicious, self-deprecating cycle you're in, alleviate the pressure you put on yourself, and finally move forward in your career. Hi, welcome back to another segment of Triple T where I reveal my top tips and tricks to help you excel at work and reach your highest potential. I'm Allie, and today I'm going to share with you an easy 3-step process on how to stop feeling behind in your career. If this is something you've experienced before, then I'm curious to know, what steps have you taken to overcome this feeling of being behind? And then make sure to leave a comment below. I'd love to read what's helped you move past these feelings. Otherwise, sit back, relax, and grab a drink, and we'll get started. Starting out, you had all these grand plans for yourself. You were going to get this promotion by a certain age. You were going to make over 6 figures and build a name for yourself. Everything was going to be figured out and smooth sailing from there. Instead, you're in the same position for the umpteenth year with no clear sign that you'll get a promotion anytime soon, and quite frankly, no one respects you. To make matters even worse, every time you go onto social media, you see that everyone else but you has achieved everything you wanted in a shorter period of time and in a better way than you could have ever imagined. Under these circumstances, it's understandable why you're disappointed and see yourself as a total failure. And it's because of these feelings that you're now distracted at work, unable to make any progress, and returning to that same damn social media page to once again see your friends and colleagues reach another huge milestone. It's a vicious cycle of self-comparisons that's deprecating and unproductive and needs to be broken if you want to reach your goals in life. And so to help you overcome this, I'm going to share with you a 3-step process that's easy to do and going to give you the results you want to see. So if you're ready to say goodbye to this toxic cycle, alleviate the pressure you put on yourself, and finally make progress in your career, then here's my 3 steps on how to stop feeling behind in your career. Step number 1, you need to identify your toxic patterns. If you want to stop feeling behind in your career, then you need to first identify toxic patterns in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. A doctor never prescribes medicine before diagnosing the problems first, right? So we're going to do the same thing here and first identify the underlying issues before taking any action to resolve the problem. So grab a pen and paper and write down how you think, feel, and behave whenever you're reminded of your progress in your career. What situations or triggers do you have that remind you that you're not where you want to be in your career? How about your thoughts? What negative thoughts do you have about your career progress? And when you think about these things, how do you react? What emotions do you experience? Really think about what triggers you to start thinking about your career progress and your reactions as a result of these triggers. Now, as you can imagine, this exercise can get hectic pretty quickly, so I found that the best way to stay organized is to create a mind map. A mind map is a great tool for keeping track of the thoughts in your head and establishing connections between ideas. Simply place a trigger or situation in the center of your paper, which in this case is going to be college friends get a promotion, and then write down your immediate reactions to that event. For this example, I'm going to put down the thoughts, I'm never going to get a promotion. And, as always, everyone gets a promotion but me. And then draw a line to connect the event to the thoughts. This line right here indicates that these thoughts are your first reactions to this event. Next, I'm going to branch out and identify the reactions I have to these thoughts. In this case, I'm going to put down feeling anxious and frustrated, and then going to draw another line. Now, obviously this is just examples, so it's going to be different for everyone, but at the very least, you can now start seeing the patterns that form whenever my college friends get promoted. And so if you are having a hard time keeping your thoughts in place or identifying toxic patterns, then the best thing you can do for yourself is to do a mind map like this one. So to summarize, the first step to stop feeling behind in your career is to identify toxic patterns you might have by doing a mind map. It's simple to do and makes it easier for you to identify the root of the problem. Step 2, you need to reframe your thoughts. After doing step 1, you've probably noticed that your negative thoughts about your career progress trigger you to have toxic emotions and behaviors. So if you're going to break this toxic cycle of feeling stuck, then you need to tackle your thoughts and reframe them. You see, You're like a broken record that goes on repeat every single time something bad happens to you. The negative thoughts you have are the same negative thoughts you've been tormenting yourself with since you started feeling stuck in your career. And now that you've identified what these thoughts are in step 1, you know exactly what to expect. Now it's just a matter of catching yourself thinking these thoughts and correcting yourself with more constructive thoughts. So, go back to that list you created in step 1 and rewrite each negative thought you have to be more constructive. For example, if you tend to think, I'm behind in my career because I'm useless, then change it to something like, I haven't been as productive as I would like, but I'm a hardworking employee who has helped my department grow exponentially and retain high-profile clients. It's positive, it provides specific behavioral examples that I can't argue with, and has me acknowledge my role in the outcome of the situation. All of these things are needed to rewire my mind to think more positively and drive me to change my situation. So, if you want to overcome your feelings of being stuck in your career, then you need to reframe your thoughts to be more productive and positive. Step 3, develop an action plan. If you want to stop feeling behind in your career, then you need to not only change how you think about your current situation, but how you behave in your current situation. The only person who can help you move forward is you. So you need to reclaim your power and start taking small steps towards your career goals. And the best way to do that is by developing an action plan. Action plans are great for keeping you on track with your goals and reminding you what behaviors are productive for reaching these goals. So, sit down and create some short and long-term SMART goals. That means making your goals specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. Now, of these criteria, I do want you to pay special attention to attainability. I found that all the reasons why people feel stuck in their career, it's usually because they set too high of goals that they expect to reach in a very short period of time. So take a look at your personal situation and think about what you can realistically accomplish in a couple of years. Are there smaller goals that are much easier to achieve than the goals you have right now? And so to summarize everything I just said, if your goal is to overcome your feelings of being stuck in your career, then the last step you need to do is develop an action plan. It will keep you focused and motivated to take small actionable steps towards your goals. And there you have it, my easy 3-step process on how to stop feeling behind in your career. Follow these steps and you're going to break free from those negative thoughts you have, relieve the pressure you put on yourself, and finally start making progress in your career. Now, if you find that you're constantly having these negative thoughts about your career, then I highly recommend you watch this video next, where I share some easy ways you can be optimistic at work. And before you go, if you enjoyed this video, then make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It helps me get my videos out there and lets you know when I release new content. Otherwise, it's been fun having you today. Until we drink again, take it easy. Bye.